In this tutorial, we're going to learn how to make the aluminum object for question 1 in 5.6 physical property analysis. So this one, as you check out my model tree, you're going to see that I kind of made a whole block, then I did an extrusion using cut, and then I did another extrusion using cut. So we're going to learn some new tools today. So the first thing you want to do is to create a new part. We always want to do inches, that's what we're in. Our scale says each grid equals 0.25 inches. Alright, so I will start a new sketch. Click on that new sketch, and you can make this part many ways, but I'm just going to show you how to do one. So I looked at the basic profile, and I think this L was the easiest shape to create that shows the most amount of details. So I'm going to create this L and extrude it all the way through, and then add in the details. So because I'm going to make that L, I'm going to start on the XY plane. Alright. And then I'm going to start making that L shape. Always, ooh, you notice I just didn't click on the origin there, so I'm going to hit escape. Do it again. Make sure you always start at the origin. So I'm going to go up, and that dimension is 1.25. I'm going to go over. That dimension is 0.5. Go down. And I know I need to go all the way down, but then subtract up 0.5. And say maybe I didn't want to do that math. A new trick that inventors pretty smart, you could do 1.25 minus 0.5, and it gives that dimension for you. Okay. Same thing here. I know my overall length is 1.75, and I need to subtract out 0.5. So I'm going to do 1.75 minus 0.5, and it knows that length for me. Okay. So you notice I am fully constrained. All my lines are purple, so I am good to go. So I can finish my sketch. And now I'm going to extrude this out. So something you haven't maybe noticed in your extrude is that you can extrude different directions. So you can extrude just coming out, going backwards, or coming from the middle and splitting the direction both ways. I'm going to extrude back just because that's kind of how I see the part in my mind. And again, any way is correct, it doesn't matter. So the depth of this part is 1.25. Hit OK. Alright, so I have my basic L shape. So I have my L shape, and now what I'm going to do is subtract out those two voids. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to start a new sketch. I'm going to start a sketch on this top surface because I'll do this top one first. And then I want to project geometry. So I want to use the geometry that I've already constrained and told what the dimensions are. So you do project geometry of that rectangle. Okay. And then I'm going to use my rectangle tool to add the rectangle that I plan on subtracting out. And again, I'm just going to roughly put it in. I'm not sure where it is located. Hit escape to get out of that command. And then I'm going to dimension. The two dimensions that I know, or actually I know them all because you can count the grid, but the two easiest ones for me is to click on the sides because I know that's only one block deep, and it's 0.25. And same thing here. This one's 0.25. And you'll notice I am now fully constrained. You only had to add in 2 dimensions for that one. Hit finish sketch. So now I have my square up top, and I can extrude it down to cut into that part. So you notice when I do my normal extrude here, it automatically goes to join. So if you hover over this, I don't know if it's going to pop up. When you hover over this symbol, it says join. Okay, so if I click on that surface, it's just it wants to add on to the surface that I already have. Well, there's another one down here. There you go. When I hover over it, it says cut. And that's going to allow you to cut into your object, okay, to cut out a space. And the depth of that is just 0.25. And you'll notice it's cutting out that space. Hit OK. And there you go. So you'll do the same thing on this side. So we'll start sketch. Okay, I want to cut a void in this side. Project that geometry just to make my life easier. Use my rectangle tool, and I know it's kind of skinny and in the middle, my void I'm looking for. Add my missing dimensions. There you go. And I'll do the same thing, extrude, cut, and pick that surface, and I extrude back 0.75. And there's your part. And the last step that you need to remember is you need to change your object material. So that needs to be aluminum 6061. That changes your object material. And then to find the eye properties, you're going to go to eye properties and physical. And always hit update, and it gives you the properties. And then you'll take a screenshot of this and submit it. Oh, before you take the screenshot, remember to do your text. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. So I'll show you how to do text. So you go to Sketch and do text. Okay, and you can pick any surface that you want. Pick a surface that's going to be easy to read. All right, and just make a little text box, and it'll ask you to start typing. And hit OK. Finish sketch. Now my name's there. Pull up your eye properties. Physical, update. All right, and then you'll take a screenshot of that.